That's the dopest intro in the game, guys. I'm sorry. That's the dopest intro ever.
You can see how dope.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to the show. Steve, man, what's up? How's it going?
You know what that thing wants me to get now? The little instrument that's playing in the background.
You know, I can see you playing that instrument. Like that was your sole focus in high school was playing that little instrument. I can totally see that.
My shotgun on my right.
Singing that tonight will be the night.
Yeah. with the come over hair on over his face. I can see that.
Maybe we do something for Halloween. I'll do it if you want.
Dress up like Commando for Halloween.
Well, other than
that's every day for me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
Other than it being hot, it's like 85 degrees again in Virginia. It's like,
bro, I don't want to hear it. Hot. It's 90. It's 90. It's 90 something here with 95% humidity right now.
If you're in Texas,
I still have my air on.
I know, me too.
No reprieve.
Yeah, I don't want to hear y'all complaining about the heat.
But yeah, I'm still on the clock, Piggy. I'm waiting for the reports to come in, and they need to hurry their ass up.
Stop trying to sound important. Waiting for the reports. Waiting for the reports. You know what, guys? You know what? I'm waiting for the reports too. Just waiting for them to come in. If they don't come on time, I'm gonna have to dock these guys.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll dock them now.
Yeah.
Tell them, big man.
No, but thanks for the invite, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Dion, what's up, man? What you got going on?
Not a whole lot. Just kind of chilling, eating some ice cream. I'm about to be done, so.
Well, what I'm gonna need you to do, since you're the heartbeat of custom produced, I'm gonna need you to bring that energy way up, because right now you're not bringing it, and bonuses come out at the end of the year, and you're gonna be lacking.
I deserve the biggest bonus.
I don't know what you do, but whatever.
I think he deserves the biggest bonus, so he can get that bronze Magneto.
If I had it though, I don't think I would use it on the bronze Magneto. I might use it on LBS Magneto.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really the same price, ain't it? That's the crazy part.
Well, kind of, but it's a bigger piece.
You can find them for about the same price as that statue.
I can find it for cheaper, to be honest, but the shipping on it is kind of expensive.
Wait, which statue?
Yeah.
LBS Magneto.
Oh.
I can find it for like $1,200.
Yeah.
But the shipping is not good.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Piggy man, what's up? How's it going?
Anything else, so it don't matter.
Hey, no, we moved on to somebody else now. You had your moment. You had your moment. Piggy man, what's up?
I'm happy to be here, man. It's big.
Feel the love tonight.
My Doom on Bear arrived today. I was gonna hit you up earlier and be like, I'm gonna do a live unboxing on custom. By the time I got off work, I was like, F them boxes, man. I got on the couch.
I mean, if you want, you're more than welcome to do an unboxing, man.
The energy is gone, man.
I think a lot of us wouldn't mind seeing that. Well, if you end up doing it tomorrow or whatever, I can do a special show or whatever. So
I know me. It's gonna be 4 a.m. and I'm gonna get up.
and you can take pictures not smiling. Got it.
Yeah.
You can have a picture or something.
Oh, we got our new phone. Is that the 17 that you were holding up?
For me?
Huh?
No, Jarhead. Is that the iPhone 17?
No, it's not an iPhone, bro. It's a flip phone.
Oh, that's a flip phone.
This is iPhone 17.
Oh, you got the
wow. Big money. That's why he comes with the bronze Magneto.
Hey, Diane, let me have your old phone. I got the 12 still.
I gotta trade that thing in, man. That's $700 off.
If you guys are real nerds, y'all wouldn't have iPhones.
Oh my god.
Y'all some basic bitches.
Let me go find my old Nextel, man.
Wait, Steve, you said you got an iPhone 12?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is actually a Razor.
Wow.
You talking about us?
I used to wouldn't get a new phone until my current phone just wouldn't take any more updates.
Racers don't even have their own towers; they use other people's.
What are you talking about? It depends on what like if you go through T-Mobile, they all use the same towers, buddy.
No, they don't. They're leeches.
Okay. Wow. I'm gonna have to kick you out for a little bit, and then you're gonna come back. I'm gonna put you in timeout. Maybe you can bring the energy higher. I don't know what's going on with you today, but I'm not.
How you struggling with sinuses and eating ice cream? That's gonna really be counterproductive.
Not gonna mess it up.
It will. The dairy will turn into.
No, see, look, I'm about to show you something.
That's dairy free.
It says no dairy.
Boom! There you go. There you go. Dairy. Good job, man.
How'd you find that? I never seen that. I gotta look for that.
Good.
I eat this one called So Delicious. That's dairy free.
That ice cream.
Yeah, every flavor. But yeah, man.
I'm not a big ice cream person. Never have been.
What the ice cream sandwiches? The freaking.
I mean, I like certain things. Like I'm a vanilla ice cream guy. I like vanilla. That's my
boring, thing. Of course.
Just like you.
Now watch next week. Dion gonna have vanilla ice cream, and he gonna be
like, Matt, man, what's up with you, man? How's your day going?
Well,
are you all right? Jeez, man.
No. All right, something's wrong with my voice.
I hear that.
I got something caught in it, and I've been coughing, so I can't really.
Hot tea, man.
So I'm gonna be. Say what? Hot tea.
Hot tea, yeah.
All right. Matter of fact, I'll run upstairs and grab some. Yeah, so I won't talk much, but I'll.
I feel bad for trying to make you talk now.
I know.
No, it's all right. My kids were laughing at me too because it was my voice was squeaking, as you heard earlier backstage.
It's not squeaking now. It's giving us that deep, raspy, wheezy Jefferson type of.
Yeah. I had some food and it felt like something got caught between the nasal passage and my pharynx.
He sounds like that senator, that new Kennedy guy. Yeah, you sound like that Senator Kennedy guy. He's the.
Yeah, I'm not doing all of the
yeah.
Oh, it does sound like Kennedy.
Yeah, that fool's bathing in the freaking.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, so I'm here, but just give me. I'm gonna go grab some hot tea, like Dr. Piggy just prescribed.
Wait, all right, man. Go take care of yourself.
You're making my throat itch, man.
But real fast, go to the chats and say hi to everybody that's in here right now. Let's see here. Start from the beginning. Nice guy.
Keepers Creepers.
Nice guy. Very true statement. He says, "Happy Wednesday, best day of the week."
I don't have control over. So.
I think a lot of people are catching on to that. And I think officially Wednesday is the best day of the week.
I don't have control. That was made up.
Carl, what's up, man?
Carl.
Random Korean, what's up, man? JC Chan, Violet made it live at the start of the show. Where are you from, man? Let's see here. Gamoya, how's it going? Walton Chunky,
are we going 7-Eleven jokes today, or
7-Eleven jokes?
Wow, we did the other thing yesterday, so now
No, not we. You.
Wait, I didn't just say 7-Eleven. Steve said
no. You were talking smack about people doing stuff for you at Home Depot. That was.
Oh no, it's Home Depot. Yeah, Home Depot. My bad.
Yeah.
Did you see the post from It's Me, Evan?
Yeah.
I
missed it. What is it? Go back.
I'll send it to you.
All thoughts and opinions of Dion do not relate to custom produced. Just so everybody's aware.
Oh man.
MTEL, what's up, man? Battle Cat, how's it going? Haven't seen you on here for a while. But yeah, so I guess some more people will start coming in or whatever. But basically, today's topic, I was thinking about things to talk about, and I've been hearing lately, of course, the same little things about customs and whatnot, and I've kind of addressed a lot of the old ideas of customs and everything in other shows. But lately, I've been hearing customs ruining collecting, right? Like there's too many options, like there's too many statues coming out. There's just too much stuff, and it's making the statues lose their how much they go for, and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm just want to talk about that. Just want to say, like I said, when I hear things about customs, I kind of address them and make a show about it, because that's what I do. So have you guys heard any of that stuff, like any of the groups or anything? Like I've heard it in some of the shows.
The only thing I've heard is that people are still apprehensive about, and I think it's coming back up too because of the whole XM Tweeterhead thing. Like really not shipping statues. They don't know what's going on. But lately, I've heard people be more apprehensive again about like putting money on customs and stuff, because you don't know if the commissioner's going to run away or something. That's what they say.
But you don't know.
Well, that's always been the case, right? That's always been something that people are worried about.
Down though for a while, and I feel like it's back now.
What about you, Steve?
I haven't heard too much on the on that stuff, man. To be honest, I only get my news from Custom Produced, and
makes sense. It is the best day of the week, so
they did give me $20 to say that. So
every little bit helps.
But I honestly haven't heard anything crazy recently.
Okay.
No, honestly, I haven't.
What about you, Piggy?
I haven't heard that at all recently. The only time I ever heard are people like Buck when they're talking smack, but they have customs in their own collection. But outside of that, I haven't heard that a lot at all. And to kind of speak to what Dion said with like the commissioners running off with the money, I haven't heard that in a long time from customs. But I mean, dealing with I'm not even gonna go there. There are licensed companies where you're paying for these statues and you're never ever gonna see them. So it's the complete opposite. I'm gonna leave that there before I go off on the tangent. But yeah, thankfully I haven't heard that. Not much at all.
So how I've heard it is in relation to like the secondary market, right? Like there's too much of influx of statues, and a lot of it has to pertain to like license pieces too as well. Like there's 800 Batman statues out there, right? And then you have customs that produce Batman statues, so it's like it's bringing too many options to people, I guess, and it's ruining aftermarket like pricing on statues, trying to sell statues, yada yada yada.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I've heard it in several different shows.
That's like saying, and I know it's different, and it's like apples and oranges, but I can't sell my car because Matt and Dion are selling their car too. So now there are too many cars to choose from. Like I don't think having more options ruins anything. I think it's almost like the opposite. And to be honest, if the secondary market is ruined, it's because we don't have the best economy right now, and people aren't buying statues like they did when maybe they had a little more income or they were getting stimulus checks or whatever the case is. And number two, a lot of times people aren't selling statues because they're asking ridiculous prices for the statues. There are a good 4 or 5 that I was on the hunt for, and a few that someone else I know was on the hunt for, and they were asking prices like brand new out the box, and half of the stuff is damaged or isn't in a smoke-free home. You know what I mean? Like, why do you think I'm gonna give you like $3,000 for a statue that you've had for 4 or 5 years that you glued the arm back onto, when the statue clearly, I'm not paying more than $800 max for this statue? And I think people, maybe they're complaining because they're not getting the asking prices or their statues aren't moving, but you have to be realistic. You're not going to get $2,300 to $2,800 for an alien statue that's like 5 years old when we have new ones on the market. They're going to sit there. That's not on customs. That's not even on licensed companies. Sometimes that's just on unrealistic pricing.
I think it's hard for people to realize that their piece has lost value, right? Because, once upon a time, most things gain value. But I feel like you just got to bite the bullet or just keep it. You know what I mean? But like, I agree with you. Like, nobody is that desperate, or you shouldn't be that desperate to pay like twice as much for a statue, because it'll come back around again. It may take a little bit, but it'll come back around at a reasonable price. And as far as price gougers go, man, that's ruining the hobby, not the customer.
You know what the crazy thing too is, if you notice, and I've said this in a couple other shows before, but custom statues seem to go for the most amount of money anyways. Like, since you guys are bringing up that aspect of it, yeah, customs seem to go for more money than licensed pieces. Licensed pieces, they always seem to go way, way below market value, and customs either stay there or go above sometimes.
I don't know, man. I don't know, because like I've seen at least recent sideshow pieces maintain their price, or people actually make a profit out of them. Like, I saw, not to say it's cheap or anything, but I did see your Thanos, the one you usually got, for like $700. I was like, what? That's crazy.
Well, that's the thing though. Like, when people are trying to hurry up and sell something, it doesn't. There's no bites. People will lower that thing. So, like, if you wait, a couple of days, that guy's probably gonna lower his price. 9 times out of 10, most people do that. So
yeah,
that's what I was gonna mention, Jarhead, because I remember at one point there were some people that were upset that they were trying to sell some pieces, and I can't think of what the piece is, but let's just say like a Hulk statue, and 5 of us had it on sale for like $2,000, and then CMP is like, "Hey, I need the money. I got to make this move. Here you go. I'm selling it for $800." And then the other people, like the rest of us, are getting upset. Like, "You're ruining the hobby, Steve. You're messing up our." No, he sold it for what it was worth, or for what he needed at the time. You can't.
But isn't that a part of like to me? If I'm trying to sell something, I'm gonna undercut my competition.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
If I see 4 people out there selling a statue for $2,000, maybe I'll sell it for 18 or maybe 17. Just so. More people are going to be more apt at buying mine because it's cheaper, right? That's what anything in life.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I had a couple people when I was selling like half my collection back in the day, and I always sold my statues for pretty cheap. I had people ask me, why am I selling it for that, like that cheap, or you shouldn't be selling that statue for that cheap. I mean, it's my prerogative at the end of the day, but I get it too at the same time, because they probably have that statue, or maybe they're looking to buy that statue one day, or they want the value of the statues to stay the same, which I get. But if I'm trying to sell the statue, I had my experience. Like, I've had my time with that statue, right? Like, some people say, if I can give somebody a good deal on a statue, I will. I'm not going to give it away for free, but I will make people deals on my statues when I decide to sell them.
So,
I mean, I even had people though. So it's a weird flip of the coin too, right? Because I had a statue that Omega Red, right, that I had a long time ago. I was selling it. I think it goes for normally about $2,000, and I think I had it for that. And somebody was like, I had several people message me, "Why are you selling it for so expensive?" Not in this economy, but it ended up selling.
Yeah,
it sold, right? But people were like laughing at my post, and like,
was it Diane?
Diane knows better than laugh at my post.
Yeah, so you can't blame customs or other sellers or anything else. I mean, an aftermarket in any hobby, in any genre, is what it is. It's an aftermarket. My bad, Matt. You're muted.
Matt, you're on mute.
So, first of all, forgive my voice, guys. I stepped away for a second, so I missed the original premise, but I kind of figured out some stuff. So I think it's a little bit of the opposite. Like, for example, you'll have a piece. Like, for example, I was trying to sell a piece at a good fair price, but then you got the knucklehead like Dion coming in saying, well, hey man, I'll give you, like, say I'm selling a piece for maybe $500. Hey man, I'll give you $300 for it. I'm like, come on, dude. The statue is already a $700 statue. Everybody's selling it for $700. I'm pushing it for $500, but yet you still want to get a deal. And I think sometimes a lot of guys get caught up in, they want the deal. They want the flea market deal versus paying, a good fair price. And I think that doesn't help either. And I think a lot of guys now are, because it's a buyer's market, they figure, well, you know what? I'll just sit on it, wait till you break, or I'll wait till you come down in your price. But like Dion said, at some point, it's like, I might as well keep the damn thing. You know what I mean? Right. So, at some point you have to decide whether it's worth it or not to sell it or to keep it. But, you're going to have that guy that's going to come off that really needs the cash, or, he needs some crack or whatever. And then I think that one time, that one sell that they see sold for, $300, they think all of them should be $300. When that's typically not the case. You know what I mean? Just because you found a deal once doesn't mean you're going to find it all the time. I mean, you might, but you have to wait a year or two or whatever it might be. So, but I think it's those guys trying to get the deal for, I think we all agree with working with somebody's fine. And I think that there's a good fair price for a piece. But I think the guys that are trying to buy the statues are trying to rape the market. And I think that creates an issue.
And another thing that's crazy too, I don't know if you guys have run into this too, but I have, where somebody will offer you something and then you'll say, okay, and they never message you back.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it's like, I guess they're trying to see, if they can lower the price for some reason. It's like, hey, I offer you this, but then you say, okay, and then they ghost you.
Yeah, and then they come back like 6 months later or something like, hey, well, I'll give you this for it now. I've had that happen a couple of times.
Yeah.
I've had somebody was selling a recast because I was selling it for less. Actually, it was somebody that's a community member we all know, but backstage. They told me I was selling a recast.
So they were selling a recast? Did they know it was a recast?
No, they said that I was selling a recast, but it wasn't. It was an authentic statue, right? But I mean, I recognized that it had damage on it, and it was a piece that wasn't moving. It wasn't popular at all, so I didn't mind selling it for less because, like you said, Jarhead, I got my my enjoyment out of it. Yeah. So, it's like on to the next at that point.
Unless it's like it ends up being like a quote unquote grail statue or something that that sells for a lot. I'm gonna sell it for what I think the statue is worth. And 9 times out of 10, I've never had any problem selling my statues ever. Really, there's a few here and there, but I always end up selling my statues because I think I offer a pretty fair price for them. So,
well, sometimes you think that like I had this recently. Again, a guy wanted to get a statue, but then the shipping, I'm like, well, here's the shipping of it. Like, oh, forget that.
No, 9 times out of 10, though, I always try to sell local. Like, I don't like dealing with shipping. I've had some bad experiences and stuff like that, so it kind of turned me off the shipping. So 9 times out of 10, I'm going to try and sell it local before I ever even go to the other BSTs. Like, and Texas is such a big hub for statues too. Like, I don't necessarily have to end up having to ship it 9 times out of 10. So
well, here in our area, all I have is just Dion and Steve. So
yeah, and Dion's gonna try and be cheap about it. So
right. Well, I don't have Magneto anyway, so
I would buy that Omega Red from you if you ever sell it.
In Georgia, it's easy to avoid the BSTs too because down here, like 1 hour on Mercari, somebody's on their way to get it.
I want to send you something.
Piggy. I guess it's legit, right?
What you say, Don?
I said I've never bought off of that. It's like I assume it's legit, right?
Oh yeah. So I've sold statues, but I've bought figures off of Mercari.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, a bunch.
I've used Mercari. I've sold off of Mercari. I think it's probably the only site that actually protects the seller some.
My son got his weight bench off of there too. and it was local, and they dropped it off the same afternoon that he bought it. Like
They deliver.
40 minutes later. Yep.
Real fast, I'm gonna get some opinions of people that are in the chat real fast. Let's see here. X-Men Exclusive says the topic for tonight is crazy, Jarhead, but I'm ready to discuss it because customs are actually helping the hobby. Without customs, I wouldn't have the Brotherhood statues, Blob, Pyro, Toad, Avalanche. Let's see here.
Basically everything.
Walton Chunky says need to vet the groups you're in, sir. Yeah, it's a lot of the license channels basically that we're saying that stuff. So let's see here. JC Chan says, "Hey Jarhead, I'm from the Philippines. It's 8 a.m. here. I'm usually in the office during the shows."
What's up?
Cool. What's up, JC Chan? Thanks for joining in, man.
If you want to know about the Home Depot, tune in on Tuesdays.
Being in the office is fine. That equals statue money. So
G Moya says customs are money making. Random Korean says barely ever see any DC Marvel customs. See the impact exclusive niche membership requirements might be dated. IP saturation without much new ongoing content to help to keep same collectors engaged, perhaps.
That's just some random Koreans saying some random words.
I was about to say, English. What we talking?
He says outside of DC, Marvel customs are the heartbeat of collecting, unlike Dion.
I thought you threw that word.
Oh. He said outside of DC, Marvel.
I need to go back and read it. Cause wait, what? I'm not understanding.
Let's see here. Gmoy also says customs move the flow of statues, making and selling also helps license produce good statues, in my opinion.
No, that's absolutely.
Yeah, man. Like, I think customs have always kind of pushed the envelope with statues. They've always kind of helped push things along and show some of these license companies what you can actually do with statues, right? Like, like Wolverine in the tube, right? Like, it's funny that a custom group did it, and then months later, Sideshow did one but without the tube, right? Both are good statues in their own right, but I feel like maybe the license companies saw that and they're like, oh man, that's a dope idea. Let's do our own version of that,
Not to mention, you can always get things from customs that you'll never be able to get from license, whether it's ethical or not, because the licensee, or I'm sorry, the people issuing the license can say, no, he can't have that cigar. No, her blouse can't have that much bosom out. No, whatever the case is. And the customer is like, yeah, we don't have to deal with that. You want the cigar, you want the gun, you want the shotgun, you want the bosoms out, whatever the case is, you're going to get it. You're going to get the invitation.
I like to say bazongas, not bosoms, but that's just me, everybody calls them different, but I'm more of a bazonga kind of guy. But
you're right, Big.
What about you, CMP, man? Like, I know you don't have a lot of custom statues, but the statues that you do have they made an impact on your like collection? Like, I know, like, you have those skulls, and I know you have stuff to go along with certain statues, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think about the impact those statues have had on your actual statues and your collection?
Yeah, I mean, I dwell in the customs. I haven't pulled the trigger like on a statue like a.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there one day.
I know. It's coming. But yeah, man, like, you guys know, I collect all those Thanos portraits, all those Thanos like accessories and all that stuff. And it's impacted so much to where I have to now like literally build a shrine for Thanos now because of what customs have done to me. So I'm gonna build like Thanos and like pedestals right next to him. I got the knife from a custom group.
The knife.
I got the little pedestal. Like I have a lot of rare stuff. Thankfully, to people who are in the custom game, I got those after they sold out. But the guys that know that I collect this stuff, they reached out to me saying like, "Hey, I got this, and I know you're a Thanos guy, so let me sell it to you." You know.
Yeah.
So now that I'm in the game now, like in at least one part of the game, like I love being part of the. At least in this section, being part of the custom groups is pretty cool.
Yeah. I really enjoy it because I've had people ask like, why do I invite people that don't collect, nothing but customs on the show? But I like to hear what your thoughts are on it. Like once you start getting customs in your collection, and like you just said, like you're enjoying seeing it. Like when you look at these custom statue pieces that you've got in, what do you think about the quality of them? They're just the same as a regular license piece, or are they better, or do they suck compared to like licensed pieces? Like, what are your thoughts on the certain ones that you've gotten so far?
Yeah, like I said, man, like the more I get into them, the more like I'm getting to know them, and the quality has always been there for me, from the packaging to like the unboxing experience to the quality of the paint and all that stuff. It's like I wish some license groups would do this, but Piggy was saying, right, like they're not allowed because of the licensor or whatever. But
yeah,
it's been cool.
They're never gonna do well. I can't say never because XM Maestro kind of did that, right, with the trophies. Mm-hmm. But they're not going to show like skulls of dead like characters and stuff like that. They'll show like Thor's hammer or Wolverine's like mask or something, but they won't show like a skull or a dead body, or they're not going to do any of that kind of stuff, right? Because they're just trying to present an image, which I understand at the same time, but it kind of limits you on ideas, right? Like there's some crazy stuff coming out of customs that you're just never going to see in the license community. I think Dion, what do you think about that? Like,
oh man, like the customs, I mean, they're not bound by like what Piggy was saying. Maybe they want the character to be changed a little bit or whatever the case, and customs aren't really bound by that. So I mean, they're able to go out and take chances and do stuff that may or may not work. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. I think that's what I like about it. I'm sorry, you had asked me a question right when I started talking.
it was basically what your thoughts were on it.
Oh.
Would you, if you picked one statue out of your collection, because I know you collect licensed and custom.
Yeah.
Is your favorite statue in your collection, is it a custom or is it licensed?
That's a good question, right?
I know you have a lot of everything, right? So you have DC now that you said that you didn't never collected DC, but somehow you ended up with a bunch of Batman statues. Well, let's not get into that. So you have all those. You have your Transformers. You have all the ones that you've copied from me, all the X-Men stuff. Like so if you could pick
about my top statues that I have in my collection, right?
Let's say top five, right?
Five.
Are the majority? No, let's go 10. Let's go 10.
Okay.
Top 10 statues in your collection, right?
Right.
Are the majority of them custom?
No, majority of them, an overwhelming majority, are licensed pieces. Okay. Strange enough, because I have my collection is probably like 40% customs.
It's because they're all Magnetos, though, the Magneton. So
I got a lot of custom Magnetos, right? You're right. But yeah, strange enough, I never really thought about it that way, but like probably 8 of the top 10 are licensed pieces.
Okay.
And
which ones are there?
Are XM pieces.
Okay.
What pieces were they? Maestro version B, the Dark Phoenix from XM, the Sentinel Dio from XM,
Copycat,
Batman Shogun, again XM, and probably like my Storm, my XM Storm. So like all my top 5 pieces are all XM pieces.
What's your favorite custom piece?
What's my favorite Magneto?
What's your favorite custom piece in your collection?
It's between 2 Magnetos. It's the LL Magneto and the custom Daniel Bell Magneto that you never have, by the way.
Wow.
Oh, I could get it. I could get it anytime I want it. But
not at a decent price.
It is. Yo, I can. It's gonna be unpainted. I gotta get it painted, but I can get it anytime I want to.
But yeah, I think those are my 2 favorite custom pieces in my collection. Probably.
What about you, Piggy? Same question. What are your top pieces in your collection? Are they custom or are they licensed? And if they're custom, whatever. What are the licensed pieces that are in that list? And then what are the custom pieces that are in that list?
So top 10, I would say they're mostly custom, and it's a mixture of custom and license of top 10, but they're mostly custom. And as you know, my favorite piece so far is the Doom piece that I got from D3.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Of course, there's a better Doom coming though.
Yeah. Well, until that gets here, that this is my. Hell, I got one in the box too.
And I'll forgive you for that because it's a Franco piece. So like,
But yeah, as of now, that's at home with me. It's the Doom piece, and then after that, it's actually number 2 is a licensed piece, which is the LBS Hulk.
Okay.
So, and ironically, I have those 2 pieces right next to each other. But it's hands down that custom Doom, and then some other custom pieces like both of those Blue Marvels are in there, the Cosmic and the Earth Defender edition. Love those pieces. The Usagi that I recently got, which is custom. Yeah. Shout out to Buck. I'll never hear the end of it. It's one of my favorites.
You have to shout Buck out anytime you talk about that statue. You have to talk about Buck.
Yeah, it's a must. He'll say
it's in the contract.
It is. Other licensed pieces though, so it's definitely LBS Hulk. That is my favorite licensed piece. I like the XM Red Hulk. I like the XM Beta Ray Bill. Man, I feel like Dion, man. All the XM. But the licensed pieces that are in the list are Beta Ray Bill, Red Hulk, and I like the XM Thing from the Fantastic Four. But other than that, they're mostly customs. Like the piece right after LBS Hulk in my list of top 10 is I love the Black Panther, the one where he's on the Panther head.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, man, I love that's definitely one of my favorite pieces. Like if I had to only keep 3 pieces in my collection, it would be LBS Hulk, and then the custom Magneto and that custom Black Panther.
Wait, is there a Magneto? I heard. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. I looked at Dion, so I said Magneto.
When you said that, I was like, wait a minute, what Magneto are we talking about?
It will be the custom Doom and the custom Black Panther on the Black Panther head, and then the LBS Hulk. Definitely.
What about you, Matt? What are your top statues in your collection? Are they custom? Are they mostly licensed? And what are they?
So definitely out of the top 10, I would say the customs probably take the majority of it. My number one statue, which I've been very vocal about, was my Conan, but that's Sideshow, Fury the Beast. That's one. But that's just because that's my that's my guy. That's my character. But outside of that, then it goes right to the customs, right? Omega Red. I got the Silver Surfer. I got 2 Silver Surfers. The Omega Red Wolverine Dio. Omega Red. The Wolverine Wendigo Dio. The second, not the LL, but the other one. And then I probably would go into some license pieces. I like my Red Sonjas by Sideshow. I got a couple of Bowens I probably won't ever let go of, like the Eternity Bust. That's one of my favorites. I don't know. I mean, I like all my pieces, really. I can't really. It's hard to. They all have different meanings for different things, right?
Yeah, I know. We all like our kids too, but we have our favorites.
I mean, but that's pretty much
backstage.
I would say
You can't say that.
Yeah, about 6 are customs, and then the rest I'd fill in with some licensed pieces. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah, most of my collection is customs, anyways. But obviously, so if the answer to that question for me is going to be customs. Obviously, I have the XM Sentinel piece first before Dion. So,
so is that your favorite? Is that your favorite? What's your favorite piece out of your collection?
My favorite piece?
Yeah, because you posed that question to all of us. What's your favorite piece first?
It's that Wolverine. It's that Wolverine and
any Wolverine.
No, the Silver Surfer sucks. So
yeah.
Weapon X.
My favorite would definitely be Weapon X and Tank. I think that's moved up. I think that's moved up as my favorite statue out of all my statues that I own. I think that's my favorite. Just like the sheer, crazy factor of it. It's like you ain't never gonna see that again. I don't think not like that. But yeah, that's my favorite. And obviously that's my guy too. Wolverine. So,
right.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite. I really love that new bust that I got of Wolverine 2. That's like my probably my top 5 statues. It came out really, really good.
Do you have do you have any licensed Wolverines?
Yeah, I got the Sideshow Weapon X, like the new one. That one's pretty dope. I would say for my licensed pieces that I have, though, I would say obviously the Sentinel piece is probably up there. But yeah, so those are kind of my favorites. The Silver Surfer is dope that I have. Yeah, I would say all those. Huh?
You got me thinking, like, I have so many customs, right? Like, why are my license? Am I disappointed with the custom?
No, because you wouldn't keep buying them.
Huh?
You wouldn't keep buying them if you were disappointed.
No, I mean, I love my custom pieces, but it is strange that they make up a large portion of my collection, but they're not in the top 10.
Let me ask you this: when you started collecting, did you collect licensed pieces first, or did you collect customs? Like Jarhead jumped in the deep end and just went straight into customs.
Yeah, for like the first couple of years, I only collected licenses.
Right.
I didn't even know how to get the custom in the beginning. Probably like most people.
So you notice how I mean
invites from every commissioner.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Having them ask me for my opinion and stuff. So that's when all of a sudden I started getting into the custom.
But you notice how Jarhead was still thinking, and before he could even say anything, I was like, Weapon X is his favorite. I knew because when Jarhead got that Weapon X, he was cheesing harder than I've ever saw him cheese at any statue. And then it was like 5 weeks later, you still saw the Weapon X behind him. And he was like, "Yeah,
you're right.
It's up and the tentacles and I was like, yeah, that's his favorite statue."
I mean, it's definitely. But the paint is just not good. It's the only problem.
I don't look at statues like that, man. When I look at statues, I look at the overall, and I've always been like that. Like the presence, what it looks like in my collection. Like I don't nitpick things like a lot of people do. Like, it's got to be this way or this way. I really don't.
Is it comic accurate and stuff?
Yeah. So,
like, I think a nitpick is to say Venom has 3 legs instead of 4. I think that's a nitpick. But like to say something that has like 4 paint job, I think that's a vital point of a statue. Like
first of all, that's like an integral part of his costume. So you can't say 3 or 4 legs is not a nitpick.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah,
that's part of.
That's a whole part of his costume.
No, I'm talking about the. No, you said that the paint is a nitpick, right?
Yes, but then you said something about Venom's costume having 3 or 4 legs
on there. I mean, I look at the other leg as a nitpick because now that they added the 4 legs, it looks crowded to me.
Yeah,
that's how
it's accurate. Yeah, it'd be like Wolverine with only 2 claws instead of 3. Doesn't make any sense.
Right.
I've heard other people say they thought it was crowded. I mean, maybe it's accurate. So what? It's accurate, but it's crowded. Can't get away from that.
Meh.
I just don't.
X-Men
is a nitpick.
X-Men exclusive says. See here. Where'd it go? He said something. He says, when I'm done collecting, I have about 22 customs and 18 XM X-Men. Vibranium Jim says, my favorite is my custom Namor, but that's because Sideshow is bullshitting with an N at the end, not a G, and has not made one.
Namor.
Yeah. Alejandro Walton Chunky says, I want the Alejandro Weapon X. He says he takes offense to me. Well, that I do. I'm glad I offend you always. Says, why isn't there more custom magics or kitty? There's a few out there.
I saw a dope custom magic a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I did too.
Several of them, and there's a bunch of STL magic.
Yeah, there's several out there if you just know where to look.
So let me go back to Matt real quick, because I think the point you were trying to make when you said that in the beginning I only bought licensed is what? That I have a greater connection to them?
No, I think the reason why I asked that question was that's when your first passion started, right? You first started collecting license, so that's what you're accustomed to and that's what you're used to. I think as you got into the hobby of collecting, you went and said, well, I want to raise the bar a little bit. And then you got into customs, but yet you still came back to your comfort food, which was licensed pieces.
That's probably accurate.
So since we're all talking about like our custom statues and all that stuff, I'm going to pick on Steve for a second.
Okay.
What's it going to take for you to buy your first custom statue, Steve?
I think it's like with like all, I was thinking about that. Like it has to be that character that like Doom. I'm looking for a Doom now. I just sold that Doom. Shout out to Nice Guy. But it's like PCS's Doom, right? It came out to be badass, and now you're thinking about jumping to the 1/3 life, and I advise you not to, but you're still gonna do it.
so you keep saying,
do it.
If I see a badass character or statue, I jump, I do it. But
but there's been plenty of those, right? There's been plenty of those.
What character do you think you're looking for?
Yeah, like a Doom for me.
There's
like,
a lot of Dooms that we even had an episode of, like almost Grail type Dooms,
but they didn't jump out at him, I guess, right?
Nah, you know the Franco Carlissimo where he's going up the stairs. That's the one I would love to get, but that's like what, $5,000, $6,000. That's out of my. Well, actually, we know Franco, right? Hold on, I want to go. He probably has something in his whatever.
That sold out. That sold out within like not very long, so you ain't gonna get that for cheap.
Yeah, but see, that's my fault because I wasn't part of that group. And plus, if I were to see the STL or like the prototype, I would have definitely known. Like, I would have bought that first day or day one, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's that, man. It's a mix of like, I only collect villains for quarter scale, and I only want to stay in quarter scale for villains and like customs too. I can't imagine a 1/3 with all the accessories and all the stuff. Yeah. But like, if a Doom comes out, that's really cool. And I can't buy it aftermarket because that stuff is going to go up in price. But yeah, man, like it has to fall under a small category of quarter scale villains and then a badass character. Badass.
Do you think you're apprehensive though, Steve, about it?
Sometimes because like when I see those customs come out, and then like I see a license piece come out, I tend to like feel more comfortable with the license piece, just because it's like there's a lot of them out there, and there's more.
So I have a question.
That's what you're used to, you think?
So,
What's up?
Is it because you're just used to the licensed pieces, so it's that comfort level there?
Yeah, for the most part, but like I said, like I love the at least the two statue groups that or two custom groups that I'm part of. I'm 1000% comfortable with these guys.
so your apprehension is more the group itself on them being able to is it being able to deliver, or is it more the fact that there's like if something were to go wrong, the customer relationship, or like I can get my money back, or I can call them up and they've got a customer service. Is it more that aspect of it, or what is it?
It used to be, but until I subscribed to Wednesday's custom produce, I learned those are top tier groups where they take care of you, and those groups that that don't. So I know to steer away from those, but I guess I should join the group that made that Doom that you guys were mentioning. I should join that group and see what's next. I haven't joined it.
I thought it was kind of like I'm not trying to like this what's the word I'm looking for? Like cast aside your feelings in regards to being apprehensive about that. But I do think it's funny that you are apprehensive about it, being that like you're close to a lot of people in the community who have like a major end with custom groups, and you still are apprehensive about it. Yeah,
but that's the thing. I'm not part of like all the groups like Jarhead's in. He's in a lot of groups. I should start getting into those groups that
not too much anymore. My damn Facebook got deleted, so I gotta get back into most of them. So
I'll send you an invite.
Thanks, buddy.
But yeah, if you guys, if I want to do it slowly too. If I get like too deep, like god damn. But if you guys can invite me to whatever group that Doom was made, like I definitely jump into that group like ASAP.
Some of the large one that's on throne.
No, the one where he's going up the stairs. Doom is going walking up the stairs.
Oh
yeah. That's a hard group to get in. So,
but I thought I knew the guys.
That's one of those groups. That's one of those groups you got to buy to get into it, basically.
But I brought these two accessories out because I wanted to show you guys the quality. Like, here is just in case anyone's like frantic or doesn't trust the quality. I'll show you the quality, just really quick. It should take like 2 minutes. Here's like a part of it.
Large. Sorry, can you
hold on. I'm doing it.
So this actually is part of the pedestal.
What is that? What is that from?
It goes to this pedestal right here.
It's Lady Death, right?
Have you guys ever seen this thing? This goes to like Thanos' throne. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is it from? I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah,
you've never seen it?
Yeah, it's a pedestal with the.
You could change the portrait on the freaking skeleton, which is insane. This goes in there. The magnet, everything's top quality here. The paint.
I heard that.
The magnets are. Look how big that magnet is.
Right, that's not even a big piece.
I know. It's heavy. It's 1000% quality. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
I got that, and then like I don't get to show this off. I got this piece actually from our guy Luke, all the way from Australia, but I got this too. Look at this.
Yeah, that's like that.
I didn't even know you had that. You've been holding out, man.
I know, right? I had it for like years.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is Thanos' sword, whatever.
That's dope.
But yeah, man, when you guys, if everyone is like scared of quality, it's 100% quality here. I think.
I think people are scared. In certain groups, like I've always said, if you had any questions about, any kind of groups or whatever, and if I don't know it or whatever, you can always ask it in the Facebook group. If you ask me, I'll definitely tell you if they're a good group or not.
He'll call me and I'll tell him the answer.
I don't even have his number, so I don't know why he would say that. But yeah, like I said, if you're nervous about it or whatever, just hit me up, man. I don't mind talking about the group or whatever and pointing you in the right direction. I have people every week message me, hey, do you know where this piece comes from, or how did I get a hold of this piece or whatever. So by all means, man, reach out and get a hold of me, and I'll point you in the right direction. So,
Could you get me into that group that made that do?
You got to spend
yeah,
money.
as long as you are willing, as long as you're willing to spend money to get into it, yeah.
You have to. Okay, see that's not cool.
The only group to get into.
You have to buy something to get into it.
Yep.
Because they don't want looky like people window shopping.
What if I know people that already bought and then they just vouch for me?
No, it has nothing to do with it.
That's tough. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a prerequisite. So.
Sometimes there's spies out there.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of like a, I don't know, membership fee, I guess, right?
I mean, to be honest with you, right? Like, to take up for the customs a little bit, I don't even think this is something we've ever really talked about. But this trust goes both ways.
Absolutely.
You know, like they are putting themselves out there a lot too with the commissioners and you know, the companies. And we just had a shakeup like the beginning of summer where, you know, somebody almost got caught up or whatever. I'm not gonna go into all that, but you know, so the trust goes both ways.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I hate when people back out in the custom groups, knowing that, you know, it's a custom, it's like 20 edition size 20. It's like, man, this guy is like doing all the work, and you're gonna back out last second. God damn.
So you're saying trust is bisexual? Got it.
Well, just like you said, you don't want a lot of guys with the looky because I know there's a couple of groups where they had to kick people out because they were in there and they were looking at the statues and they were always commenting on the statues, but they never bought anything. Yeah. So it's kind of like at some point it's like, look, mofo, get out of here. You know what I mean? What are you doing in here in the first place? You know what I mean?
Well, you know, if you say that you're in on something too, and then you back out, that's another thing that'll get you kicked out of some of these groups. Like, you know, I'm in, I'm going to buy this. That's like your word saying that you're going to buy the statue, and then you go back on it. They're going to kick you out for sure.
Right.
So just keep that in mind when you get into these groups. That if you say you're in on something and you don't follow through, they're going to kick you out.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily just about losing the PO either. You know what I mean? That's part of what makes the groups good is they go through with everything with full integrity, and they're expecting that their members are going to have the full integrity in reciprocation. So some guys are like, well, that's okay, I'll just let my PO go. Okay, well, that might happen once, but if it happens 2 times, you know, they're like, you know what, this group isn't for you. You know, you got a little bit of $200 or $300 to spend for POs, but yet you want to bail. We still have a stat that leaves me hanging out. That means I'm on the hook for a statue that, you know, I didn't plan on having in my inventory. Now I've got to go push it.
And it actually happens more than you think.
Happens a lot. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Sometimes people make payments on it, not just the PO, you know, the initial deposit. Right. They make payments on it.
It does. A lot of times in groups they'll have, you know, maybe 4 or 5 extra statues that guys couldn't finish the whole payments.
Yeah. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about, you know, the general ideas of customs today, because like I said, ever since I started collecting them, I've always heard this and that about them. I always heard, you know, oh well, you know, they're too expensive, or shipping's too much, or the quality is not there. And like I said, the newest thing I've heard is customs are bringing, you know, collecting down. They're, you know, they're killing the collecting community. So I kind of wanted to address it and talk about it today. Just like I do with every time I hear something bad about custom stuff, is, you know, I address it because nobody else will, you know, because nobody else is really talking about custom groups and that kind of stuff. So
I have a question for you, Jared. Do you think there's too many custom groups out there now?
No.
Too many? Not really, because it's mostly like the main ones. Like I only buy from the main custom groups. There's maybe 10 groups that I look at for statues, maybe, and that's kind of pushing it.
Yeah.
So it's more like 5.
Right. Steve, are you referring to groups, or are you referring to like maybe the one-offs? Like, for example, this does happen too, where you'll get somebody to have a group, but they don't plan on having the group long term. They may have like 1 or 2 statues that they want to get up in production and produce, and then that's it. Unfortunately, those are the type of guys that actually collect a lot of money and then bail. But there are a lot of groups out there where they're just one time. You know what I mean? Like
I've seen those too, like special projects and stuff like that.
Special project, exactly.
Yeah,
that happens quite often as well. So,
like, you know, some people are out there saying too that there's too many like XM Studios, Sideshow, Prime One, J&D. It should cut down to like 3 major ones now. I'm just like, I think competition gets like taken away from the whole thing, and then quality starts going downhill. So I feel like in the custom group, there's like 1 billion of them. I don't know if it's true.
Well, I mean, you didn't even name half of the license companies out there. You know, you got J&D, you got Queen Studios, you got, you know, you didn't name like about half of the statues. You got Iron Studios. You know, there's a lot of license companies too.
I'm a licensed boy, so
yeah, I know you are.
Blitzway.
Yeah, there's a lot of license companies out there.
Getting just like customs where you feel comfortable only buying from a set number of people.
Well, look at XM. XM will always be an example,
right?
A tweeter head,
man.
You know, you're always gonna, you know. When I first started collecting, that's what I heard. Customs, you know, they're untrustworthy. I can't trust the statues to get to me, but. Look how much stuff has changed over the years, where there's a lot of license companies that, you know, aren't delivering on their side of the bargain.
And the customs are getting here quicker now, quicker than the license companies, at least in my experience.
Yes. Yeah. And they look like the prototypes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm license.
So. But yeah, like if anybody's ever interested in talking about customs or whatever, or wanting to get pointed in the right direction, just let me know, and I'll talk to you. And by all means, you know, if you don't know about the group, ask. You know, don't just blindly pre-order from a random group too. So, no matter how cool the statue looks. All right, well, let's just get into pictures, man. Today be an early night.
Don't pre-order from a random group.
Wow.
What'd you say, Daya? Don't pre-order.
He said, "Wow."
I thought you said something, but
what you heard is what I said. But it was in reference to his comment that he just made.
No, but the way you said it was kind of. I saw this. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like how this came out actually.
Yes, she's from the Syndicate.
Yeah, I like the makeup on her. It's still touch.
They did an animated universe movie with this character, and they made her so dope, man. And this kind of puts you in mind of that.
I like that part.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like them both.
Look at the hair, man. Like that hair is so good.
The eyes, man.
Yeah,
she got a strong jawline.
Oh man, now I can't answer.
It looks great. I love the. Sorry, I like this portrait.
Yeah,
those back in the day, Michelle Pfeiffer eyes.
Do you think like this the rope should be like see through and like got a light up feature? That would be dope, huh?
Barbed wire is that?
Yeah. Instead of a rope like Wonder Woman has, she has a barbed wire one.
Yeah, that's dope.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to be careful with the light up features, because I think it may oversaturate the market, I guess, in a sense to where a lot of things are just becoming. I mean, I guess I think some pieces look really good lit up, or have the light up feature, and I think that's what makes that piece special. But if you start doing light up pieces on everything, and you know what I mean. I think it'll water stuff down. It'll water stuff down a little bit. Ooh. In my opinion.
I like this portrait the most. This is the one I like.
I like them both. Yeah, I really like that one. They're both nice.
I like the other one. I like the other one better.
Yeah, I like the ponytail.
She could lasso me up, by the way. That barbed wire or whatever.
Man, if them boots were removable, this would be day one.
What?
Oh my God.
They're there though, Peggy. They're there.
They're there.
Just use your imagination. Let's see here. What does it say? The mighty Princess Diana of Themyscira.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
this
never
has
get
a-
this in license, right?
No,
Is
I don't think
like,
you've ever seen this character.
like a companion piece to that Supergirl or whatever that's coming out.
Oh, like the dark side?
Yeah, is that something?
No, this is different. This is a different group. They've been making a lot of the Injustice. No, what's the name of that gang? You just said it, Piggy.
The Syndicate.
The Syndicate. They've been making a lot of Syndicate pieces. They made a few Superman villains so far. They made mostly DC stuff, which is good because you hardly ever see DC in customs for some reason. Like you hardly ever see it. And there's like some groups that do it every once in a while, but it's very rare. So I'm glad to see more DC stuff. There's a group working on this. I think this is promising.
Oh, this is J&D.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
No, it's not J&D. Shut up. It's custom. It's better than that hot toy shit you were showing yesterday.
This is better?
Oh
Jeez.
yeah. This is Arnold right here. I mean, this is probably 80% Arnold. I think they're gonna work on it though.
What was
So
the one
it'll be some
was
changes.
going yesterday where his head was all scrunched up?
Oh, scrunched up.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
They said it was like this, like they squeezed his head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Hot Toys. Yeah.
I would love this group to make the whole team. You know,
Billy.
the whole squad. That'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be
I
cool.
think they are.
Oh, is this supposed to be 1/3 too?
I'm not sure the size on it. It should be go with all the other statues.
Matt, you think they will? Because if they do one of my guy Jesse the Body Ventura, then I'm gonna go all in on the whole lot. No, actually, I just said 2 pieces.
I ain't got time.
I ain't got time to bleed.
I love this.
Now this
Love it.
this is a dope piece. Valhan, man, he strikes again, dude.
Oh, that's him, the Russian.
Yeah, of course.
Man,
Yeah,
Matt, you had the best. You had the
Yeah.
best Kingpin.
Yeah, it was really nice, Steve. So I don't know if I were to, I like the character, right? That's the reason why I got it. But then when I got it, I put it in my statue was like, this thing, it just doesn't fit. And then I would have had to gone into getting a whole group, right? Like a Daredevil, or a Spider-Man or what, you know what I mean? I would have had, for me, I would have had, I would have had to have a cluster of statues to make it fit. But, you know, if I were to get a Kingpin, I would really, I think a tipping point or a selling point for me to get a Kingpin would be to have what's his name?
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, yeah. If there was a
From
portrait
the show.
Yeah, from the show, I think that would be so dope. You know what I mean? Just a switch out portrait with his face on it. Because I think I think we all knew who Kingpin was, but I think that the show, his portrayal of it, just kind of like helped bring it to life.
I actually really, really like this Kingpin a lot. I'm really waiting to see the rest of it. This dude, his sculpting is always on point. He just did a Craven that he showed a couple weeks ago. Man, best Craven I've ever seen. And I think this is on the.
that was
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah. I think this is on the way for me to be the best Kingpin out there. So we'll see.
I would get this Kingpin, and he's never been on my radar as far as like getting the statues. I think this is dope.
Yeah, you can tell this is gonna be really nice. You can look at the detail on the vest and everything else. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of it.
Yeah, look at that. That's quality right there.
Is this being picked up by a group?
I'm not sure yet. It was just teased on his page, but I don't know if it's going to be picked up yet or not. A lot of his stuff does, though. Some of the bigger name custom groups, they see his stuff and they go, "Okay, I want to produce that." That's what happened with the Forge. He did a Forge, and then 2 groups picked that one up. So they're actually sharing the production of it. So
I'm trying to figure out where I could put him.
This would be a dope piece for your collection, Steve.
Yeah.
It's that first custom full
Yeah.
sketch.
And he doesn't do big bases either, so that'd be a plus for you.
So CMP, once you build the storage in your family's yard and you get all the boxes out, the second room can be for customs. I know you're gonna use it for printing and 3D and all of that, but
Well, George said I was going to do crochet or something like that.
oh yeah, that's right.
Make that
Yeah. I figured you could either do that or interpretive dance.
I'll have the room.
Somebody just got their Juggernaut finished. This is dope.
Yeah, I like it.
Juggernaut's tough, man, because you don't want to take up too much space, but this guy's massive as a character.
I mean, how can you not? You know, it's a big ass Juggernaut.
Yeah. I think Sideshow did the best that they could do with him, but man, if you could see him like pulverize somebody or something, that'd be awesome.
Oh, this looks
There's
Colossus Juggernaut was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
That's a good dive.
There's somebody right now working on a Juggernaut that I think is going to be the best Juggernaut out there. But he takes a lot of time on his statue, so we'll see. It's the same guy that made that Omega Red.
I know.
Yeah, he's doing like
X-Men
3 or 4 statues right now.
Yeah, the Abomination was good too.
Yeah, he's doing Psylocke, which I think is amazing. He's doing Abomination and what's the head guy that Steve just got?
Doing Vampirilla too, right?
Yeah, he's doing Vampirilla, MODOK. Yeah, he's doing a diorama, like a huge diorama of MODOK and a bunch of AIM guys on it, fighting Abomination.
I gotta get Jose to get me some Bowen agents. That'd be cool. Jose.
I don't know if I showed this already, but there's some progress pics of Darkseid on Throne. This is that new portrait that they made for everybody. This was like a free charge thing that they did. They already had a bunch of switch outs for it. They just kind of started going crazy with it.
Oh wow,
it's looking good. Look at that.
Yeah,
that's his portrait, man. Look how massive that thing is already.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I like the expression, like, you know, on his face. It's really
smirk. Yeah,
cool. Yeah, I think this is going to be the best Darkseid statue out there, for sure.
Agree.
The light up on is crazy.
If it comes out before the end of the year, I could definitely see that being statue of the year.
Did you guys see the unboxing or whatever?
Yeah.
Yes, I was on the show, so I saw it.
Well, no, I know you, but I'm saying.
Yeah. So custom news was kind of light this week, so that's all we got, folks. So
you want to talk about Dr. Doom for the 3rd time? No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like he's casting a spell because the more we talk about it, the more I keep trying to find room to add him into the collection.
You've got room, Piggy.
Spin the tip jar head. Let's go.
Make space for it.
It has to make sense. Like he can't be on the mantle or on top of the fridge. Man, Vision can get me to put it everywhere on the
like
stand,
we use the space.
Yeah.
Well, that was it, man. That was it for the topics and the pictures today. So unless somebody else wants to talk about something else, we can get into it. But if not, we can get out of here early.
What's her name, Jarhead? What's her name?
About an hour. About an hour and 15 minutes, guys.
Galactina.
Galactina,
yeah.
The lactine coming.
But yeah, man, thanks everybody for hopping on as always. Steve, man, I'm gonna get you to buy a custom one day. I'm going to.
No, man, it'd be soon. Like that Madeline Pryor on Throne, man, that's so badass. I can't wait till you get that.
I think didn't he say he had another one or something?
I'm not sure. I know there was a few of them that he like different statues that he had extra of. But I'm not sure if that was one of them or not.
But no, man, thanks for the invite. I guess since we're gonna get out of here early, I'll clean up the stream a little bit more. But no, man. Yeah, episode 200 is coming up, so I'm gonna try to do a couple things for it. So thanks for the invite, though.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, actually, I've got I think 9 more shows and I'm at 100. So
damn, time flies.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Jarek, did you ever think you get to 100?
What's that?
Did you ever think you get to 100? That's like a year and a half.
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it. I'm actually I'm actually closer to 100 because some of the shows like are marked, so it's probably closer to 100. But I'll go with the official number as like 91, I think right now, or 90.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Well, congrats on the success, man. I think like you brought up the custom game, an inch higher. That's good.
So, and I've said it multiple times, man. The whole reason why I started this show was so, just to get information out there, because custom groups and stuff like that. None of that information was out there. None of the stuff that we talk about on the shows, especially the topics that we talk about, right? Like the things that nobody talks about on any of the shows. All you ever heard was bad things about customs. So I don't know, kind of why I started this. But Dia, man, appreciate you hopping on as always.
Oh, thank you.
What you got going on? What you got coming in? Anything?
I have one thing that's on a boat. It must be lost at sea because it's been on a boat for like 2 months.
They're not going to Home Depot though, right?
Other than that, man, I'm gonna stick to my word, and I'm not POing or buying anything till January 1. Then the floodgates open.
Oh, a good follow-up. Don, remember you brought up the question, you're not sure if you're going to sell or do whatever you're going to do?
Yes.
Has that subsided, or are you still...
No, it's still there.
Still there? God damn.
Yeah, it's still there. I'm just taking your advice and just waiting it out, not making any rash
All right, you got to send me a list of what's for sale. All right.
Yeah. me and Steve have kind of talked about my collection too. Like I've kind of figured out kind of where I wanted to go with my collection, because I was all over the place too, and I think I'm kind of more focused now. So
right, agreed.
At least I hope so.
For now.
For this moment.
It's hard to resist the temptation of seeing something cool, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just like that Sentinel piece, right? Like I love that Sentinel piece, but my XM one's better, I think. So do I really need, a human-sized Sentinel? Probably not. And I can put that money towards other things that I want, like that Ghost Rider on bike or the Doom. So it kind of, and that was going to be a Space Hog too, right? Like we talked about hogging up my space with 1/3. That was going to be a whole damn human-sized statue. So
yeah, that would be a Space Hog.
But Matt, what about you, man? You got anything going on? Anything coming up? You still collecting those comics?
No, I haven't picked any new ones up yet. Nothing really, but I wanted to go back to chat and hit a couple of guys. Alicia says Michael Clark Duncan switch out for the Kingpin would be cool. I think that'd be cool too, but I think that was from the movie, right? And Ben Affleck's movie Daredevil, which a lot of people didn't really like, so it's gonna be it's a hard sell. But yeah, it worked during the time with the movie, but it'd be a cool option as well, I think.
Yeah.
And Nelson Ortega says, "What about the new Emma Frost statue that just went up for PO?"
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
I like the ponytail portrait. Yeah.
I actually don't care.
Yeah, it's a pretty dope one. I would show it, but I'm not allowed to yet. So it looks pretty good so far. Normally, like the first like drops from certain groups, I can't show right away. I have to wait a little bit before I can show them. I'm embargoed before I can show them. But yeah, that definitely looks pretty good so far. That group does really good females. So
probably the best group that does that as far as females go.
They're up there. There's a couple groups that do pretty good females.
Are they the ones that did that girl on Throne again? The Madeline Pryor?
Yes, the Madeline Pryor.
They're good, man. I think they might be the best.
Yeah, I think they're the best.
They did the domino, the one where she's got her guns to her side and she's walking.
Mm.
They did a matter of fact, they did a magic that we were talking about earlier. They did that one. That magic was pretty dope. They did quite a few female characters. X-23 they did versus she was fighting some like assassins or something. Yeah, they do a pretty good job. Piggy, man, what about you? What you got going on? Anything coming in? I know you got to unbox that Doom on Bear. So
I don't think I really have anything else coming in anytime soon, except for like an Iron Studios, like a 10th scale, like the movie Turtles are finally starting to ship, and so that's coming in. But other than that, nothing in the near future. But I want to tell everybody, for all of you that didn't make StatueCon this year, start prepping now so you can come next year. Put a little bit to the side, start making your plans so we can all be there and kick it. Have a good time next year.
I think next year, we talked about it already, but there's like some Airbnbs that we're looking at trying to rent together to save on money. There was one that I looked at with Piggy for this last one, but we never decided to do it. But it slept like 10 people. So
It was dope too.
I think it's a big like a barn type thing, but it's like modernized. It looks pretty cool.
Nothing like a Diddy party, right? So
there is no baby oil mentioned.
Yes, there's no baby oil or back butter, as Vision would say. But yeah, let's get out of here, guys. Just a heads up for the next show. I think we're gonna do like remember the show where we talked about like what we're thinking about for our collecting, like our like the direction where we're taking our collecting, what we got on pre-order, all that stuff. So I'll start asking you for pictures probably midweek, or probably the end of this week or beginning of next. So just keep that in mind. That's probably the next show that we're going to do.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
So,
yeah.
That might be a way for you to decide what direction you're going to actually end up going, Dion.
It actually might help me. You're right.
Yeah.
Or confuse me more. Which
I already knew you were confused, so just in general. But yeah, let's get out of here, guys. Appreciate it. Like I said, it was a quick one today. I kind of set it up that way, but appreciate everybody. Thanks.
Bye.
No, not at all. Take it easy.